So since the major is all wrapped up and FaZe have been crowned as our first major champions of the year, I thought it would be fun to check out a demo by our Antwerp MVP, Rain. This video will be a bit differently formatted in comparison to my last two videos, as this one will be a Launders-esque POV demo review with completely uninterrupted, unedited, semi-live commenting. So for anyone who actually watched the major, you probably know that Rain absolutely popped off in this new game against NaVi in the final. He gets stinked there, but he goes 30 and 16, gets a 30 bomb, and absolutely pops off here on the CT side against NaVi. I mean, you can just see in his aim, he is crisp. You know, it's interesting to see. I remember in the game that NaVi, they were just feeding him, absolutely feeding him outside. You know, they just kept coming and he just kept on popping heads. But as it is always, it's a bit different seeing it from the Rain POV than it is watching it live. So we're gonna see if we can catch something that wasn't very obvious in the official PGL stream. I mean, you can see on the minimap right here, they're setting up for an outside attack, and I can't see it going any other way than just Rain absolutely devouring them. Gets the flash, that's a nice pick there, I completely missed it, but... Oh, that's, I mean, come on. This is just not fair. Gets a clean 3k, that was just pistols, but still, very clean. I mean, Rain, he's a player that's been, you know, he's been in the scene for a very long time. But he's not someone, like, up until this year that we've seen as a consistent result as he is putting up here in this major. I mean, even in the tournaments that... Oh, that's unlucky. That's unlucky. But like, even in the tournaments that FaZe have won, like Katowice and Isla Pro League, it's not been this of an overwhelming Rain performance consistently throughout every single map. I mean, he always like shines in like one or two maps, never as overwhelmingly as he did in this major, and I think it's well deserved that he got this MVP, and honestly, long overdue. This is one of the best, if not the best, entry fragger just in the history of CSGO. And just how he manages to absolutely, I mean, he's just tanking this outside control all by himself, you know? None of his team are really there to help him, really. They're just focusing on their own thing. But Rain is just absolutely suppressing them. So he goes here, I'm assuming just for a new angle. I mean, he gives him presence outside, so they assume he's here. But also just to check off if there are any steps in secret. So this is very good for that. So he can hear if they're running, if they're going fast. Just very good info, as well as being an insane off angle. If you're playing pugs, I recommend using this off angle he was in right here. It can be very powerful. But then again, it is a one and done position, but you're always going to get the first kill. I mean, this just seems like a bit of a blowout round, even though they're on rifles. He manages to even tag him through that box. That's just unfair. Standard utility, deep molly, and a grenade. Get fully wide, but still he gets the kill. Jesus Christ. This is so ballsy. This is actually something that we see outside players do a lot. Just going through these smokes, because... Hang on, is he gonna put up a play here? I think this was a 3k. Let's see. 1, 2. That's nice. That's nice. But yeah, like I was saying, these outside smokes, this one and these, they're so often thrown that these outside players, they really like to go just through it. Like we see Glaive do it a lot, and as we can see, Rain does it as well. It's just so, it's such an insane amount of information. So even if you just die instantly, if you see that all of the players are rushing through here, it's still, your death is worth a lot because you got that information. You know that they're going down, and that puts the T's in a very sticky position. So it's a very ballsy thing and risky thing to do, but it's almost always worth it. Because if it is a fake, like NaVi did the round before that, he would know. He wouldn't be punished. He would just know that it wasn't outside, so they would go heavier on A or heavier on ramp. So that is a very powerful but risky play. So what I recommend to do is, if you're going to do this, maybe actually flash. That can be very powerful, or you can just zone the smoke like Rain did. Maybe not try it in like low level Faceit or MM, because you're gonna get flamed a lot, but it'll be worth it though. It'll be worth it. I mean, he just plays it so passively though, because Rain, he's a very interesting player to watch, because he's pegged as this very aggressive entry fragger, like super aggressive rifler. But if you watch the demos, he's actually he can go very aggressive, but at the same time he can be so passive. He's so disciplined. So yeah, the aggression is there, and when he has to go aggressive, he does so, and does it magnificently. But he's also so smart, and he knows when to go aggressive, and he knows when to just chill, you know? I mean, look at this. He just finds this gap. You should be able to get a kill here, at least some damage. Oh, he gets timed down right there. But we're gonna see it throughout this demo, I think, just how clever of a player this guy is. And, you know, there's a reason he's been in the scene for so long and is still relevant. That's because he's so smart. And his aim is ridiculous, but that's another matter. That's pretty. Oh, almost. I mean, he gets good damage on him. Loses outside control, but, you know, you can't have them all. I'm just gonna skip right through this. Okay, so he's armor, an M4, and he run boosts Brokey. I kind of want to see it from Brokey's POV. That's nothing outside. It's not going back to range. I mean, he's just spamming. He's just getting damage, and he's getting the damage. That's what's so insane. It's like he's Smurf. He just knows where everyone is. He's just aiming right at the head every time. It's insane. I mean, it's ridiculous how he never gets punished. He's just been spamming away and he never gets punished. I mean, the M4A1, it's so ridiculous in that matter. It does so much damage. I mean, he's only got 9 bullets, but you can't trace it, like, not at all. Wow, he actually gets that. 9 bullets. 3 to go. If he gets this, I'm quitting. Okay, thank God. I mean, still, just watching him go through that smoke, like, I mean, he walks out here. I'm sorry, he walks out here, but he does it so smartly. He just shifts, he holds his nerve, he waits for the player to peek him, and he capitalizes of his mistake, you know? He makes it seem that going through this smoke is the smart move. Good damage. Oh, he gets him on the utility. That's beautiful. This is so aggressive, and I love it. I mean, he's not even using his team. He's not getting any utility. He's not getting any support, really. It's just a range show. I mean, it's not like he's making this look like it's like a tier team that he's just scrimming against. He's just having fun with it. I mean, it's 6-2 and he's already 16-4. Actually, I think he only gets 18 kills in this half, so the rest is probably just gonna be the other team. I mean, the rest of the team, but still 16-4 already. You know, what's interesting about this though is that the plan that NaVi has here, they're going for outside control a lot. You know, they're trying to get electronic to activate because he's so strong on this outside lurk. So they're trying to utilize that and trying to squish down Rain. And since Rain is popping off so much, you would think that that would be a very stupid move to do, very stupid call from NaVi. But if you look at the Inferno game, that is exactly what FaZe was doing to NaVi. You know, on the T side, they got like 8 rounds in a row, 6 rounds in a row, I don't know. But they just did it on the fact that they were just targeting Simple on the long. They were just finding out where he was, attacking him, isolating him, getting the pick, and then the rest of the team would crumble. So if they get down Rain, as they do right here, theoretically it would be an easier round, but no it's not, because okay, honestly this is just unfair because Rain is so powerful, but look at the team, look at the rest of the team. Not one player, not a single player here is not capable of holding his own, of not getting 3Ks, of 4K, even an ace. This team is just such a powerhouse, and when Rain is popping off like this, which he's starting to do quite regularly, there's just nothing the opponents can do. There's just absolutely nothing they can do. I mean, if anyone deserves a major MVP, it's this guy. After the performance he's had in these games, in these matches, it's insane. The sheer impact this guy has. I mean, how does he always get this space? He doesn't even get many kills, but look at the space he has. I mean, there's no one even firing at him. He's just aiming and he's just holding down left mouse button and just getting easy free picks without even being flashed or picked off by anyone. It's just way too easy for this guy. He's not even doing that complicated things. He's just being smart. He's just being clever. He's just being disciplined and setting himself up for success. I mean, we've seen this round before. We've seen him just, there's a smoke, yeah, drop a molly, spam a little bit. But he just keeps his cool. He just maintains the map control. He doesn't get tested. And he gets picks. He just waits for NaVi to make the mistake. Catches them off guard. He's not being threatened in any way whatsoever. He just played, you know, relaxed, cool. Passive, honestly. This is a ballsy call. I mean, I know they went down, doubling up on B side. That's oh, but it pays off. God, they're so smart. Oh, didn't see that one coming. Good nade. A little bit of spamming gets so much damage off. I mean, how is it this simple? Ah, it's a nerdy boost. That's a nerdy boost. Ah, it falls off before it gets any impact, but still. I mean, it's just so clever. They make this very small mistake. This like sliver of a gap in the smoke. And just on the fly, they call to make this call. I mean, it's incredible. It doesn't pay off, but still, it's clever. It's these sort of things, you know. I kind of just want to watch his stats. I mean, his cast for this game, it was 73%. On the CT side, it was only 66, but like he was multi-killing like crazy. And probably in the 10 rounds, he probably had a cast of like 90%. In these last rounds, he's not really doing as much, but still, it's. I mean, NaVi at least gets it back a bit. You know, they get a 10-5 half if I'm not mistaken. So that's absolutely respectable. 18-9 half. That's insane. This is smart. Just plays the garage, trying to catch someone off guard, just to see if they, you know, overextend and go from outside control, full outside control. Especially on an eco round like this, a little bit of a gamble, a bit of a gamble, it can mean everything. It can, you know, tip the scales in your balance. Like if Electronic would have crossed past him in garage right here, wouldn't have checked that. That would have been possibly a rifle in a 5v4 situation, and that can be no round win, especially with these kind of players. Anything can happen. Anything can happen in a major. Not often we get to see Rain lurk like this, so this is new. Definitely interesting. But look at the space he's getting. I mean, it's a downstairs hit. They've got to have it. I mean, they've got a control. Where's Bit? Bit's downstairs. Clean from Rain. Net some nice dualies. Watermelon brain. Let's see, this game ends 16-10 if I'm not mistaken. So on the T side, he has a rating of 1.78, 12-7 overall, 118 ADR, and 81% cast. So as good as the CT side was, he doesn't slack. I mean, he gets the 30 bomb in the last round, so definitely something. It's always fun to watch Rain demos on the T side, because you can learn so much from it just by watching which path he takes when going onto a side, or even just right here. I mean, how does he get this space? He's alone here. He's absolutely alone, and he gets a double. Jesus. I mean, he just doesn't care. He just jumps here. He knows the Mac 10. He's got a third. He knows the Mac 10s are gonna do the job in the air. So he just jumps around, clears it, makes it hard to hit. And that's 3 kills on account of his aim. This is actually, I remember this one. I'm gonna watch it from Bit's POV. This is just insane. Absolutely absurd. First one was super nice. Super clean. He's so confident, you know? He just takes this very deep angle. I mean, they're investing, but it's not a full buy, so you have to take these risks. You know, you're not always gonna win these rounds, so might as well take these long range duels, especially if you know they're on a bonus round, since 4 of the guys died last round. They know they're just on SMGs with 1 spirit rifle. I mean, they have that information. I mean, they have no utility, basically no utility, and he's gotten all this space. He's into double. If it was a 5v5 right now, maybe the round would have gone another way. I mean, he's taken so much from them. If they can get a single, maybe a double right here, that would have devastating effects on the NaVi economy. So just by being a bit of a nuisance right now, taking some fights, he can really turn this. I mean, they're not going to win this surely, but he can really turn this into a very favorable position and gets another one. Jesus. They don't win this, do they? No, they can't win this. No, it's done. Okay, still good damage. Still good damage. I mean, he just always gets them in the back. It's incredible. Takes this peek again. I don't know if it's some anti-strategy, if he knows Electronic plays that position, or maybe it's just some common play he does, but such a ballsy peek with the Deagle. I mean, you can see how he plays this. It's not, if you watch Nico, how he plays this, you can definitely see he's very utility based. He's very utility heavy on getting this control, and even though he's got, you know, crazy aim, he uses his utility a lot just to gain map control, just to eliminate position. Rain really doesn't use that much utility here, getting this control. He just takes fights. He's just, but he's taking them very smartly, you know, in a very elegant way. He's just slowly clearing out each and every angle, waiting for a head to pop off so he can, well, pop it off. I mean, he's very methodical. He clears absolutely everything. This is a routine he's tested, tried 1,000 times over on each and every one. And God, does it pay off. I mean, just watch his pathing. Watch how he plays this. Watch where his crosshair is. It's a marvel. I would recommend. Oh Jesus, that's nice. He developed that before Aim Labs came out. That's beautiful. But I would recommend, if there's anyone out there watching that wants to become a better entry, that wants to like develop their entrying, I recommend just go download some Rain demos, watch him, see where his crosshair is, see where he's going, what pathing he's taking, you know, see what situation calls for different pathing. I mean, is he exiting out here? Where is he checking first? Does he check the roof? Does he not care about the roof? Just watch how he paths and watch where he aims. Not just when exiting onto a site, but also like perfect demonstration on the default. Where is his crosshair? How does he look for fights? Just doing that can improve your game by a hell of a lot. Just taking the right pathing. I mean, look at this. He uses his smokes perfectly just to clear out Africa. That's a bit overzealous, but he has Brokey to trade for him. So just by doing that, they get rid of Electronic. It's always a favorable trade if it's goes into a 4v4 for the T's. So nothing wrong with that. Especially, I mean, it'd be kind of dumb if he just did it alone. It's so fast, but he had Brokey to trade on him, so very smart. I'm thinking of just skipping this round. It's just an eco. They do have an off though, so maybe I'll just go a bit faster through this. He's just so aware. He always clears out Africa. He gets tanked there with a nade. That's a nice nade. Looks like a rampant. It should be, yeah, just absolutely decimated. Robs ain't gonna do shit here. So let's skip on to the next round. Navi won't win a single more round, I believe. So it's just 4 rounds. They don't win this. The Tech 9s, Jesus, that hurts. It's a fast A. That's a very good flash. I'll show you the flash right here. Blinds basically everything. Very commonly used. I mean, you can see people. I know Alexi B used that a lot, and he pulls an ego. He just goes straight into heaven. People might remember Nico did this in the last major final. I mean, look how annoying he is. Look how annoying he is right now. Bit knows he's coming. I mean, there are 2 of them. They're just scared shitless by Rain. Just by staying alive in this position, he's doing so much. He's not getting the kills. He's just being there, being a nuisance. They can't really focus on the side, because if they jump down... Oh, this is annoying. This is beautiful. This is beautiful counter-strike right here. Because, okay, by staying in the hell position, he's keeping the attention of 2 players here in heaven on him. So they can't jump down, because as soon as they both jump down, Rain can just come up and shoot him in the back. So they're dead meat by jumping down here. They have to deal with him first, before jumping down. And just by staying alive, he brings so much space to the rest of the team. And so much time for them to play with. So when it's in just a 1v1, the time's almost done. So he can just easily wait out the fake defuse. Just as he did. That was beautiful. That's just game sense. That's just 10,000 hours in this game. You can't buy that in Costco. It's impressive how he can always get flashed in the beginning of the round like that. I swear, every single round he goes outside, he gets blinded instantly. It's always cautious. I mean, normal player goes there, he probably doesn't check Africa every round. Rain does it every round, even how unlikely it may seem that somebody made it. He just checks it every round. This is a nasty angle. I'll give him that. Good position. Can be very punishing. I might have to steal that. That's good. I can't believe how they're giving him so much space. I mean, Electronic, he's being so passive. He's not testing Rain like at all. Simple. He's never checked outside. It's not like the first half. They're honestly just trying to avoid him, I think, at this point. I mean, I would. It's just ridiculous. But he gets so much space to play with because of that. He gets full outside control. That's Jesus. He just opened the site. Double entry from a lurk. I mean, even on a lurk, he goes in first. That's how good of an entry this guy is. 14-10 against Pistol. I think they buy this round, Navi. I never understood that. I mean, I guess you could argue that they get armor and play it a bit safe, try and get some guns, a rifle or 2 for the next round. I mean, in this situation, I would probably get like a Blame F complexity stack where they like stack aside, and if it doesn't pan out, they either go for exits or just save. But you know, they don't really do that. You know, they just play normal Counter-Strike 2 on A. You know, 1 on B, very simple stuff. So wow, I can't speak. They're honestly just waiting on a miracle. Just like a miracle being shot, a miracle C-set spray. They're just not gonna get it. That was nice, but, you know, it doesn't pan out. So again, the last round of the major, they're in the same situation, just 2.4k, fuck all to their names, and they're supposed to go up against
face clan with full buy. They don't have an op, but that's not really always necessary on T-side nuke. Nice moment there. Just clears it out slow and steady, doesn't get overly greedy by peeking whatever you call this. Just goes back down. He's just so patient. He almost like plays it like an op, just clearing, just holding an angle. But he just holds each angle for a short time and waits for someone to peek into him. He's just so methodical. This is one of the best hunters in the world, and he's so good at being passive, but he's so good at being aggressive as well. It's incredible. I mean, I get why Carrigan has wanted to be with him in a team for such a long time. This is everything you would want in an entry. An entry who's super aggressive but knows how to be passive as well. This is just perfect. And that's it. 30-15. And I don't know how to end this.